Coming up on Lexington Now, we'll tell you what's happening at the Explorium, Parent Education Awards, and an upcoming film festival. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. Roberts, and welcome to another edition of Lexington Now, where we take a look at the news that shapes your urban county government. With summer break upon us, it's time to take a look at what's happening at the Explorium of Lexington for little explorers and their parents.
Hey everybody, I'm Lee Ellen Martin with the Explorium of Lexington. Stay tuned to see what's next. Abracadabra!
Hi, welcome to the Explorium.
What do we got going on for the summertime, summer camps in your new exhibit?
Right, well, we've got lots of fun stuff going on. We'll have summer camps all summer starting, just as soon as school's out. Kids can come spend a week with us, or 2 or 3, how many ever they want. But every week is a different subject, so whether you want to study, we've got a STEAM week, we have got several others, and we've even got the science behind sports this year. So. And the whole camp season is sponsored by the Lexington Legends, so every kid that comes here gets 2 tickets to a Legends game. So that'll be a lot of fun. So there's always lots of fun camps going on here. We've also got, for right now, Abracadabra Everyday Magic, and it'll be here until Memorial Day. And you can learn how the secrets behind magic, and you also learn about just magic in our lives, how math magic. Things in math sometimes seem like magic, but they're not. But so you learn the secrets behind it, and then you can learn the secret behind pulling a rabbit out of the hat too.
That's awesome.
Right, learn some card tricks, learn domino tricks, and even learn to move like a magician. How they get in and out of tricks because they're very flexible, or bendy, as my kids might say. So there's a whole area where you can move in and out of tunnels and down slides. Our winter hours, or basically our school year hours, are Tuesday through Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 1 to 5. And we have over 100 exhibits here, and everything is to be touched and played with. We have a moon you can walk on, a bubble you can get inside of, you can fly an F-16, dig for dinosaurs. Our homes area has just gotten a renovation, and so there's new things in there to do, new clothes to try on. We've got a camel you can ride in now, and then downstairs we've got our around Kentucky area, which is a lot of horse activities, and then we've got our Locks and Dams River, and then you move on from there. We do have a toddler area. And that's actually next for renovation. That'll be going under renovation this spring. Then we have our human body, so you can learn about being careful in the sun, learn about your teeth, your brain. And then from there you move on to the Explorium Way, where you can learn about farm to market. You can be a farmer. You can take your goods that you grow to the market. There's a bank. We've got green screen newsroom, WEXP, so you can report on all sorts of natural disasters. We actually, by April 15th, will have open our courtroom. So you can now come and be a judge or an attorney or the defendant or the victim, whatever you want to be, the jury. And you can also, on down the Explorium Way would be our pet hospital and our doctor's office. Tuesday through Friday at 10:30, we have preschool programs. So if your preschooler wants to come and do something a little different every time they come, we've got these about half-hour programs. They're free with museum admission. And then on Saturdays, we have programs at 11. They're a little bit more in depth, so the kids stay in the room for about 30, 45 minutes, and it can be a science project, an art project, social studies. It varies what it might be. And then every Saturday also from 12:30 to 2, we have Imagination Station, and they're really quick little activities you can come do, but it's just something different. I know we've made lava lamps, we've sent letters to soldiers, we have done minute to win it type races, so just a lot of different things going on. All of the programs that I described are free with museum admission, so you just come, and whatever's going on, we encourage you to do it. So if you want to find out what's going on, you can go to Explorium.com. We have all our programs are listed on there, you can find out more information. We also have a Facebook page, and you can like us on there. We're good about announcing the bigger events that are coming up, and then you can always call us at 859-258-3253.
For more information about activities at the Explorium, you can visit their website. It's easy to remember, explorium.com. The Family Care Center has long been a resource for young parents who are seeking the tools and the information they need to be the best possible caregivers to their children while improving themselves. Recently, the center had an honors banquet to celebrate the graduates from its parent education program.
Today is just a day to celebrate our students and their successes, and not only academically, but as parents as well. For those of you that aren't familiar, the Family Care Center for Academics is an independent-based program. So the students work a lot one-on-one on their own, and so tutors are a key component for them to be successful. This year we have had the best volunteers and the best tutors we've had since I've been here. They were here every week. If they weren't here, they would call. They really got to know our students. And so we just want to take that time to recognize those volunteers, and thank you so much for all the hard work that you've put into that.
The awards honored perseverance, academic achievement, and parenting excellence while encouraging young parents to reach their full potential both personally and professionally. For more information about the Family Care Center, you can visit their page on the city's website. It's lexingtonky.gov. And when we come back, celebrating actor Harry Dean Stanton.
Hello, I'm Detective Mark Thomas with the Lexington Police Department. You may also know me from Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about a new texting system that we have available through any smartphone. In the body of your message, you can text LexPD plus your tip to crimes. When you're submitting anonymous information, we ask that you include several things that would help us conduct the investigations more thoroughly, such as a person's name, their home address, possible license plate numbers, any other people involved, or why you think that they're conducting the type of activity that you believe that they are. All of those things, no matter how small you believe they could be, are relevant to the investigation. So please include those. So remember, you can send your anonymous tip information either through text, you can call the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers anonymous tip line at 859-253-2020, or you can go online to bluegrasscrimestoppers.com. Thank you.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Fire Administration. Have two ways out. When fire strikes, deadly smoke can fill your home within minutes. That's why the USFA wants you to plan and practice home fire drills. Draw a map of each level of your home showing all doors and windows. Discuss the map with everyone who lives with you. Practice your home fire drill at least twice a year. Make sure all doors and windows that lead outside open easily. Push the smoke alarm button to start the drill. Try feeling your way in the dark or with your eyes closed. Have at least two ways out of every room. If your first way out is blocked by fire or smoke, you can use your second way out. If there is smoke, get low and go. Crawl quickly under the smoke to your nearest exit. Close doors behind you. And gather at a pre-planned outside meeting place where first responders can see you. Call 911. Remember, get out and stay out. Never go back inside for people, pets, or things. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome to Your Health, starring Your Hands. On today's show, washing your hands. If people don't wash their hands often, especially when they're sick, they can spread germs directly to other people or onto surfaces that others touch. And before you know it, everyone has come down with something. It's important to wash your hands frequently with good soapy water. Here's some hand washing tips. Wash your hands after using the bathroom. Wash your hands after coughing or blowing your nose. Wash your hands before eating, serving, or preparing food. Wash your hands after playing with your pets or touching other animals. Wash your hands after outdoor activities. Wash your hands before and after visiting someone who's sick. Wash your hands when they get dirty. And wash your hands after changing those diapers. Thanks for watching Your Health, and remember, wash those hands frequently.
Welcome back to the show. Since 2011, Lexington has hosted a festival in honor of Kentucky-born actor Harry Dean Stanton. The festival is coming up again. Here's what you can expect.
It's 3 days of fun and community where we celebrate Harry Dean Stanton, his roots in the community, and the film career that has spanned decades and decades and decades at this point. Well, why Harry Dean Stanton is the easiest question in the world. My relationship with Harry Dean Stanton also began at the Kentucky Theater. When I was 15 years old, I saw Repo Man there. And I remember watching the movie and just being enamored with this person, thinking he was just like the most fascinating screen presence I'd ever witnessed. And I walked out of the theater and I said, my God, who was that? What was that? What just happened? And somebody said, oh, that's actually Mary's uncle. And our friend Mary Lake, as it turned out, they were related. And they said, yeah, he's from around here someplace. And I was blown away by that fact. Like, I loved the fact that I watched the movie, that I fell in love with this person on the screen. And then as I walked out, I found out that we were actually from the same place and that he probably spent time in that very movie theater where I first saw him. People have certain preconceptions about Kentucky sometimes, which are very unfortunate and not based in any reality whatsoever. But I would always tell them, you know, Harry Dean Stanton's from there. And people would get really excited because there's something sort of unifying and bonding about him. I mean, he's just so cool. I was a big James Dean fan when I was a kid, and I used to go to Fairmont, Indiana, which is the home of James Dean. And there's a festival for him, a 3-day festival every year, and they show his 3 films. And then when I moved back to Lexington, some friends were working on the Lexington Film League. They'd started it. They were doing an amazing job with it. They asked if I wanted to be involved. They said, what would you like to bring to it? And it just kind of popped out of my mouth. Maybe we could have a Harry Dean Stanton festival. I mean, James Dean has one and he has 3 movies. Harry Dean has like 200 movies. It'll program itself forever. When I had the idea, I recognized that I needed to probably reach out to him and make sure that this was okay, that he would in fact approve of a festival in his honor. And I asked around, you know, does anybody know him? Does anybody have a connection to him? How can I get in touch with him? And a very close friend of mine said, you know, what about Tom Thurman? Tom Thurman knows everybody. And Tom Thurman is an amazing, brilliant documentary filmmaker who lives here in Lexington. And so I just cold called poor Tom Thurman, who had no idea who I am. I called him out of the blue, and I said, hi, you know, I heard that there was a possibility you might know Harry Dean. And he said, I might know Harry Dean. And I said, yeah, I'm sorry, is that not a thing? And he said, I might know Harry Dean. And I said, yes. And he said, I've actually been working on a documentary about Harry Dean for 20 years, and we're about to premiere it at the Kentucky Theater. And I thought, I mean, at first I didn't know if he thought I was kidding. I didn't know if he was kidding, but like, sure enough, he really had made this brilliant documentary about Harry and was going to premiere it. And so I asked if maybe we could piggyback on that and start the festival. So our opening night screening was Tom Thurman's KET documentary, Harry Dean Stanton Crossing Mulholland. We're just sort of letting it grow the way that it grows. Obviously, the year that he came here was tremendous. We had people coming from all over the country, from the Northwest as far as Seattle, from the Northeast as far as Philadelphia, from the South as far as Miami. And all of a sudden, we really realized that this is a national entity. Being able to have him standing up at the theater and Jim Gray giving him a key to the city and having that just thunderous applause from 800 people sitting out at a theater where he used to go when he went to UK. I think that was my favorite moment, was just knowing that hopefully it meant something to him.
This year's event is June 10th through 12th. For more information about the festival, you can log on to the organizer's website. It's harrydeanstantonfest.org. The UK LFUCG Arboretum is ramping up its schedule of events at one of its most popular attractions, the Children's Garden.
Yes!
Okay, good.
Yeah, so we can get on stuff, okay?
Yeah.
There's so much for them to do here. They love the pioneer cabin. They can pretend like they are on the frontier and playing with the plates and making a fire and hanging the laundry.
Jackie Gallimore is talking about the UK Arboretum Children's Garden.
Kids love to wade in the stream and get wet. They love to be in the boat and go fishing.
From the train to the varied terrain, there is plenty for kids to learn about and see. There's also structured programs to keep these little minds engaged when they aren't in school.
At 11, 1, and 3, we do programming, and depending on the day, we do a craft, a story time, plant something, or go on a hike with them.
Gallimore says the goal is about instilling a love and appreciation for nature in these little humans while they're young.
Whenever kids grow up, they're going to be our future scientists, politicians, that sort of thing. So we want them to love nature at a young age so they can grow up appreciating it and wanting to preserve it when they get older.
I can't wait. This is so fun.
For more information about the Arboretum and how you and your kids can get involved, log on to their website. It's here on the screen. Thursday Night Live is in full swing, and this year's lineup is sure to please all musical tastes. Laura Farnsworth has more information about how you can shake a leg with us.
Hi, I'm Laura Farnsworth, and I'm with the Downtown Lexington Corporation. And we're here at the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion at Cheapside Park to talk about the 2016 season of Central Bank Thursday Night Live. The 2016 season starts on Thursday, April 7th, and will take place every week through October 13th. That's 28 weeks. We've got all your favorite bands back this year, including the Swells, the Big Maracas, Charlie Shook and the Trendells, the Johnson Brothers, and more. For a complete list of bands, check out our Facebook, Downtown Lexington Corporation, or find us online at downtownlex.com. Of course, it wouldn't be Central Bank Thursday Night Live without local food and drink vendors. One of the things the Downtown Lexington Corporation is really proud of is our partnership with local nonprofits. This year we will pair with over 30 nonprofits in a program that will give back about $30,000 into the community. These nonprofits send volunteers down. They're going to pour your beers, they're going to make sure everybody's happy, and then all of the tips you give are going to go right back to them and the good work they do in our community. Central Bank Thursday Night Live. It all happens here at the Fifth Third Bank Pavilion at Cheapside Park.
For more information about Thursday Night Live and to get a peek at the schedule, you can log on to the organizer's website. It's downtownlex.com. The warm weather months are a great time to help clean up your community. Jim Pendergrass with Keep Lexington Beautiful has some tips on how to get organized and get cleaning.
I'm Jim Pendergast. I'm chair of Keep Lexington Beautiful. We are an affiliate of Keep America Beautiful, and one of our primary objectives each year is the Great American Cleanup. That's sponsored by Keep America Beautiful, and there are over 20,000 communities across the country that participate, and 4 million volunteers get involved in the Great American Cleanup. And what we do at Keep Lexington Beautiful is help organize cleanups for neighborhood associations, businesses, whomever wants to have a cleanup in their neighborhood or their area. KLB will help as much as possible for them to organize. We'll advertise on our website and some different places for volunteers, and then we can provide trash bags and buckets and shovels and other assorted pieces of equipment to help with the cleanup. We've made a lot of progress with our cleanups over the years. In 2013 we had 48. In 2014 we had 52. And we had a huge jump in 2015. We had a total of 82 cleanups during the year. A lot of that was because of Republic Services. They did a sponsorship with us and they provided $25,000 for an advertising campaign that we conducted last year. So there's great appreciation to Republic Services for what they were able to do to help us last year, and we're hoping that carries over to this year so that we have an equal or greater amount of cleanups. Keep America Beautiful will recognize any cleanups we do during the year. So while we actually kick off the main part of it in March when the weather gets a little better, we will have cleanups throughout the year. But it'll go all through the summer, and we'll sponsor those and help anybody at any time in Fayette County to conduct a cleanup. There are a couple ways people can reach us to volunteer. They can call Louise Caldwell Edmonds. Her telephone number is 859-425-2804, or they can go to our website, www.keeplexingtonbeautiful.com.
For more information about how to get your hands dirty and get Lexington clean, you can log on to the organizer's website. It's keeplexingtonbeautiful.com. There's a full schedule here at City Hall this week. Here's a quick look at what's on the schedule, but for a complete listing of meetings and events, you can log on to the city's website. You know where to find us, lexingtonky.gov. That's all for this week's edition of Lexington Now. We'll return next week with more news from your urban county government. But in the meantime, you can keep up with what we're doing by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also get 24/7 traffic updates by following us on Twitter. Our handle is @LexRex. For the staff and producers at GTV3, I'm Sherelle Roberts, and that's it for now.
The preceding program was produced through the facilities of GTV3.